We're back with the Dynam Hawker. Got a little bit of lacquer on this, just brings the colour out a bit better. Put the decals on first. I think the lacquer just sort of holds the decals down a bit. Put the pilot in. Didn't put all the decals on. Open there. Yeah, didn't put all the decals on. It's got some yellow stripes on the wings, black stripes. I think it's got enough stripes on it. So let's get started. I'm going to start with the tail. So it looks like we've got some horns that go on. And I'm guessing it's these fine thread screws. Screw our horns on. So let's get into it. Yeah, one screw is not quite long enough, so you really got to squeeze that together. It's only just bitten in there. Hopefully that'll hold. There's a horn on the rudder. This one here too. Not quite poking through that much, but it'll do. Dynams have sort of soft foam, so you got to be careful with it. I do like the lacquer on it. It does protect it a bit. I do like to put a little bit of glue on these, but when they're screwed in, it does make it a bit hard to glue in. Good enough. See, I haven't loosened this, so it needs working a little bit, loosen it up a little bit. Okay, let's put our tail together. There we go. I wonder if I need some glue on that. What I'm going to do is actually just put a little bit of hot glue down here to hold these two bits together. Slide him in, press it together. Wants to bow a little bit, so we'll just hold it together a little bit while the hot glue goes off. Hopefully we're all parallel. Then this little tabby thing needs to be glued to the tail. And you can see there, a couple of screws go on the bottom of there. Don't need much. Put a little bit on the tab here. Hopefully we can just slide it all together quickly. Then we can put our screws in. A couple of these longer self-tapping screws. I think that's about it. Not a perfect fit. but it is old model. I've got my servo checker, Turnigy servo checker. I'm just going to line these servos up and plug them in. There's a rudder there. So we'll wind that, get that lined up. I need pliers to hold the wire. Wind that clevis in a bit. I think we're going to need a bit more length. Need a bit more length, so I'm going to undo it on the actual servo. I need to move that rod down. Just turn that one notch. We'll have another go. Ran out of thread on the rod. It should be close now. Now I can actually put the tail wheel in too. It just pops in there like this, because I've set the rudder. Looks like it goes inside. Come with an Allen key too. There we go, that was easy. Thread's not working real good on this. Thread's not working at all. I think this is nothing. So now we can test our wing. Even though servos are pre-installed, horns are pre-installed, that's how it come. I do like the checker. And you can also just see how much travel you got at 100% throws. Got the checker hooked up. There's our gear. All working. Plugging in the ailerons. They are very noisy servos, these ones. Don't know how they're going to last. We haven't got a lot of travel. Test our lights too. Here we go. We've got a green light. Not too bad. Here we go, our wing's tested. Checking the other wing, I noticed we've got another green light. I'm no pilot, but I don't think we should have two green lights. So something's gone wrong there. Time to connect our wings. We've got our spar. Got two wire cables. Just like that. And we've got this little circuit board thingy for the lights. Thread our spar through. As you can see, I've got a little mark there, just so I know where halfway is. It probably just goes in the foam too. It's good enough for now. So we can get to our wires. G for gear. I like to call them wheels. And of course we can always hook to that and double check them. There we go, all together. Here we are, I've got the main wing. I hot glued it together once I got that spar in. And I just got the Rio tape just to reinforce it a bit, because didn't meet up that crash hot. Got some big gaps in it. So hopefully this is good enough. We just got to plug all the wires through that hole there. Flip him over. Just like this. Thread them all through. Good thing they got long wire cables, I guess, eh? It makes it a bit easier. Hopefully try not to get any wires stuck in there. Yeah, we're looking pretty good. Pretty good there. Put these big plastic washers in and plastic screws. Never seen these before. Should be good enough. I just want to have a look on the side there just so I can see, just pull in a little bit. That should be good enough. Don't want to over tighten it. Ready to get my radio set up and come back and we'll bind it all up. I'm back. So I had some problems. This is the elevator rod with the clevis. I couldn't get the clevis to screw on and off. There's just, the thread's just too fine or something. It just doesn't work. There's a rod there. So I found another one. So I swapped that out. Ended up, I swapped the servo. So that was the best way for me to do it. Bit better servo, metal gear. So I got that working. Got it bound up. I just use these Fly Sky 6Bs. They're working good for me. There's my battery there. It just slides up inside there. Full cell 2200. There we go. It's Energy. High C pack 60C. That's 250 grams. Slide it in. And what I've done to keep it in, and that just holds the battery in. Just like that. That holds it from slipping backwards and forwards. So it's good enough. Probably designed for a little bit bigger battery. It's only 2200, but that's all I got. So that'll do me for now. There's lights wired in. So 6 channels will do because we haven't got any flaps. Lights just go in another channel. And we're good enough. Then I had another compromise. Well, I ground that stump off the back of the motor because it was too long. It's going to pierce the battery. We don't want that, of course. Don't want to wreck my battery. So I ground that off. That was pretty long. And then the next problem is the motor is very wobbly. I changed that stump to another one because I've actually got another Dynam P47. So, and that motor's a little bit wobbly too. So it made no difference. I think it's just that out of can, a bit wobbly or something. I don't know. It'll just have to stay wobbly. I've checked the prop's in balance, that's fine. It's just that motor. So yeah, I don't know. What's next? And here's another compromise. We've got a green light at that end. Go slowly over this side. And look at that. Another green light. Something's gone wrong there. I don't know. Be weird, eh? Very weird. The recommended CG is 55 to 60 millimeters. For me to get the CG at 60 millimeters, I've had to put 165 grams in the nose under there. So obviously it needs a heavier battery than what I've got. My battery is 250 grams, which is not heavy enough. There it is there. Next problem, only minor. I go and set up the spinner and it doesn't fit. Only goes on that far. So we need to do a little bit of drilling. So this is nothing. Back again, finally got the spinner on. Hopefully we're finished now. We've got our lead weights in the front there. 165 grams. Once I got the wing on, main wing, you can see the colour of the stripes. Bit different colour, that one's creamy white. Bit different, it doesn't matter. There's our lights, that light's green and that light's green. Here's me set up here. I'll show you my travels. I just copied off my other Dynam P47, so hopefully that's good enough. Aileron 60%, 50 and low 40%, 30% expo. We'll try 5 minutes on the maiden, see how that goes. Should fly longer though, P47 does.
Throttle active. Engine off.
Flip it over and show you the gear.
Gear down.
Not bad, being all black. Pretty good.
Gear up.
Got the carbon tubes glued in the main wing too. They're a nice touch. I like that. Look good. There she is. Hopefully it's all finished. Thanks for watching.